Hello, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to restore this Dinky Toys Simca Ariane taxi. So as you can see, this is a bit larger scale than the model we did last time, and I normally only do 1/64 scale, but I found this at a flea market and I thought it would be a nice model to restore. This is a Dinky Toys model and it's a French one, so it was made in a factory near Paris in 1959. So this model is now 60 years old and it's of course much older than me. The model is in not very good condition because it's missing its tires, a lot of paint and the taxi sign on the top. Also, if you look closer, the roof is slightly bent. But that's not going to be a very big problem, and we're going to restore it now. So let's get started. First I drill the car apart. I first use a little bit smaller drill, then I use a bigger drill. Of course the same on the second rivet. Then we are trying to wiggle it all apart, so the front axle falls out. And hey, look, we found the tire. So as you can see, this model had white tires and we are going to have to buy new tires from online. So this is how it would look like. As you can see, the model has no interior and it has only glasses. So we are going to strip the paint off the model. We're using again our paint stripper that is normally used for wood. On this model I let it set a bit longer because it had real trouble to remove the paint. I guess it is because the paint is so old. So here we got all the paint removed, and now we are going to repair the roof. As you can see, this is bent in there. I think this is because someone stepped on the model and the taxi sign pushed in the top. We are using a little hammer to do this. So we do it very careful because if die-cast metal gets breaking, it's not so easy to glue it. Just address the A-pill a little bit, and I think this is looking pretty good right now. Now we are going to address some little casting issues with a little file. Also on the rear bumper there. Now next we are going to polish the wheel hubs. So these wheel hubs are made out of steel and we are going to polish them with a dremel. Next we will paint the model with Tamiya Fine Primer. Again, we pay attention to not cover up the details, but on a bigger model like this one, this is no problem. And now let's get painting. We're painting it black as it originally was, because this is a Paris and Taxis, and the old Paris and Taxis were black with a red top and a white taxi sign. Some taxis were also red with a black top, and actually on the original box of this model it was also red with a black top, but it was, I think, never released in this color as a Dinky model. Next we mask everything off and we are painting the red. I'm using a Tamiya red and it's an acrylic color, and I think it's very handy to use, and the shine comes always out very nice. Much nicer than on the Rebel colors. So when you're painting tops or something like that, there's no danger to cover up details, so you can spray a really nice layer of paint onto it so that it's turning really shiny. Next we are going to polish the windscreen. We first wet sanded with 1000 grit sandpaper. Then we use a butter drill to polish it. Again, this is an Italian product, so you will not know this, but it works very good. The only thing that's a bit annoying is that you always have to sand the scratches out first, also if there are only very small scratches, because it doesn't work when you just polish it regularly. So as you can see, this turned out pretty good. You also should wash the windscreen before you reinstall it, because the polishing compound leaves a little residue on it. Next we are going to paint in the details. As you can see, the paint turned out nice. We're again using our little brush to do that. We're going to speed up the process a little bit, because it would be very boring for you to watch it in regular time. So we are also painting the rear lights. We are using the same Tamiya red as we used for the top. And we're also painting the taximeter. I know I've not shown the taximeter before, but it was still attached to the original model. It just fell out literally 5 seconds after I bought the model, so I'm very happy that it still survived. But I didn't photograph it before because I was afraid to lose it and forgot it. But it was still attached to the model. Then I've bought some parts online, so new rubber tires and a new taxi sign. I bought the parts from a seller called 3MGA. It's a French seller, and I'm really happy with the quality of the tires. They're really nice, they're nice and soft, and also they are not too wide, so that they still look a bit older. We really like that, so as you can see they fit nicely, and I'm really happy with this product. So here you see our nicely polished windscreen, turned out pretty good I think. And I've also bought a new taxi sign. So this is made out of metal and it came nicely painted, like I have it in my hand now. So I really highly recommend this seller because he has lots of parts for almost every French Dinky model you know. So we are going to refit the taxi sign. It looks nice. We attached it to the drop of super glue and we just left in the taximeter because it didn't fall out anymore with the paint on it. Going to put the windscreen back in. Refit the front axles. And put on the base. So to close the rivets of this model I tried something special. I used regular blind rivets and cut everything off them except the head, and I think this looks quite like an original rivet, also if it's a little bit too big, but I really like how it's looking, and I also like it that it doesn't look exactly like the original one, but because now I can be sure that no one will ever be fooled with this model, because I restore the models because I like them and not to fool anyone and sell them a restored model as an original one. I think that just wouldn't be fair. So we are going to refit them with some super glue, and I can always drill this model back apart if I want to restore it, who knows, 60 years or something like that. So I think we're done now. So this is what we started with. Didn't look very good, but luckily it doesn't look like that anymore. And here's what it looks like now. So I really like how this turned out, and I'm very happy with how the windscreen turned out. So next we are going to restore a Majorette Saab 900 that will be again a 1/64 scale car. I know this is a 1/43 scale car and I normally don't restore 1/43 scale car because I'm just collecting 1/64 scale car. And so the Saab 900 by Majorette will be a very heavy modified custom. We're going to make the doors a bit longer, so we're going to make a 2-door car out of a 4-door car. We're going also to do a convertible out of it, and I don't know when the video will come because it's going to take some time and I already started it, but stay tuned for the video, leave a comment and see you next time.